Hello, my name is Sebastian Hudson, and this is my presentation on overcrowding in prison corrections. So, starting off, defining overcrowding in prison corrections. Overcrowding in prison is one of the largest issues today, and fear of crime has created an increase in social demand to crack down on crime. This means that more people are going into the prison industrial complex, and therefore there are an increasing amount of the overall totality of the population that is inside a prison due to legislation that the government creates. Um, and legislators, judges, and parole boards are all influenced by the discretion of the people, um, creating more proactive legislation and law in order to protect the well-being and safety of all, which inevitably is going to lead to overcrowding in prison corrections. And so, looking at fear of crime legislation and the collective democratic power of the people, um, inevitably the issue is that there's a lot of reasons to put people in jail, but there's not a lot of resource to house, feed, and rehabilitate these people. And these people are falling victim to a lack of right and a lack of proper condition in their holding. The appearance of prison overpopulation can take many forms, anywhere from lack of disorganization of the prisoners, prisoners sleeping on top of each other or in each other's spaces right next to each other, food insecurity, so lack of access to clean food or proper portioning of food. Um, there's an increase in unsanitary conditions the more people enter the prison industrial complex, and financially, due to the amount of money that it takes to hold all of these prisoners, inevitably, prison overpopulation really looks just as bad as it sounds in description. It is very unjust to the people who suffer the conditions and circumstances of being involved in the American prison complex. Recognition and resolution. As many mediocre television programs, drug recovery programs, and couples therapists like to say, the first step to getting better is admitting that there's something wrong in the first place. Overcrowding in prisons has happened for a very long time, progressively getting worse as more people enter the prisons with less resources and economic distraught. So it is apparent, and it's happening more and more every day, but it's not quite getting the recognition legislatively and legally that it should. And most people don't like to pay attention to the condition of the prisoners due to the focus on other issues, other civil issues, um, other quantitative legal issues that take precedent over the life of prisoners. But prisoners are people too. They deserve civility, respect, and they deserve a just place to be able to rehabilitate as working members of society. So, in lowering the amount of prisoners admitted to jail, shortening sentences, and increasing spaces and resources, the conditions will improve in terms of incarceration and hopefully solve some of the negative adverse effects of overcrowding. And then works cited. Thank you very much. This is my presentation on overcrowding in prisons.